up, everybody? Welcome back to another Steam Boss video. Hope you all are doing great out there. It is still, look at the sweat. I just walked in this warehouse. It is so hot in here. Started the intro, but we're not going to be here long, luckily, because it's super hot in here. We are off to a tile job this morning where they applied a bona floor finish, quick shine, rejuvenate, whatever you want to call it. They applied it over the top of their tile floors almost a year ago at this point, and it did not go very well, and it is driving them crazy. So I'm going to show you why to not use these products on your floor, and we're going to be removing it today. So without further ado, we're going to get everything loaded up, get these doors open, and get out of here and onto the job. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, so here is where we are at today. We have bona floor finish on some tile. If you guys look, you can see a bunch of scratches right there, a couple dull spots. If we look in certain lights, you can see all the smudging that's going on in front of the door here. Can you guys see that right there? It's where all of that finish is peeling. So this was put on about a year ago at this point, and now this is what it looks like, and they just can't seem to remove it. So on the surface, it doesn't look that bad on camera. In person, it looks a lot worse, especially looking at it in different angles with different lights. So today, we're gonna be stripping all of this off, cleaning this floor really well, and actually sealing it the appropriate way. You can kind of see right there, some of it's starting to fade. So yeah, it looks wacky all over. We got Tom this morning protecting all the cabinets and appliances, so when we go in the kitchen, we're good. Got a couple pieces of furniture to move, but for the most part, we are pretty open and ready to go. Tom is super excited to be doing this. This actually won't be too bad. We've done this a good amount of time, so we are seasoned veterans when it comes to this. You can see all the spots. So we're gonna start bringing some stuff in. We're gonna put down the product that's gonna break down the sealer on top. Oh, here's good. Here's a good, so right there. Right there, that's it, the coating chipping, as well as right here. So there's just literally spots like that just all over. That's just literally driving them insane. So we never recommend put bona finish or rejuvenate or any of those types of products on your floors. I don't care if it's wood floor, a laminate, whatever. None of them are made for these type of floors. They do not last. And they can be a pain to get rid of if you don't have the proper knowledge and equipment. So we're gonna get started. Really cool view today. We are on a canal on the ocean side, so pretty cool there. But Sue will be here any minute to give us a boost because this is a pretty formidable job. A lot of corners to do. Let's get started. Still super hot out here. I think it's like 91 already this morning. So thank God we're gonna be working inside most days, but the heat, the pressure, and the suction from the Butler is definitely gonna help rinse this floor really well. But I gotta stop talking. We gotta get to work. Let's get to work. I already feel it with the mop breaking down already just from putting this on there. We mop it on so we don't get anything on the baseboards and we can be really accurate about where we're putting the product. We don't necessarily like spraying things like this. You don't really want to braid this stuff in. And if you spray it, it could get on the furniture, on the walls and stuff like that. So spraying it by mop, by hand is just better to go. So it's pretty important that you hit this from multiple different directions. Now, disclaimer on this is by no means a how-to video. We like to give tips and stuff like that, but we never recommend doing this unless you have done it before, because we don't want to be responsible for somebody doing something that we said to do on their floors and then messing it up. That's a pretty good reason why we usually don't disclose what products we're using for that reason, because these products can damage certain surfaces if you don't know what you're doing. So a lot of people will ask in the comments, what products do you use? What products do you use? We don't necessarily like to share those. Now, if you're looking for that kind of information, we do have a private Discord group for more serious people who are in the business or homeowners. If you'd like to become a channel member and join the private Discord, do share that information, but just on videos, public videos, like I say, we don't want to be responsible for people messing up their floors with really strong products that we use here. So that's that. decided to show up to help.
Hi, everybody.
You show up for the difficult ones.
I know.
That's how you know we need extra help. Yep. So we got it laid over here. Tom's doing some corners. We're gonna let this sit for a while and do the same exact thing over here. So I don't know if you guys can really see the difference, but see how mad it is there. You can kind of see it peeling up in chunks and stuff over here. If I can see the line from where we stopped. Yeah, it's nice and shiny over here and matte over there. So it's looking good. You can definitely see how thick this stuff really is when it goes like that. In certain areas it's bad, others not so much, but yep, that's what happens to it. Gotta make sure we flush the floor really well after this because there's so much product, and we want to make sure we get all the finish up as well. So we're flushing it really well with our hard surface wand here. The heat, pressure, and suction are what makes a big difference. You try to do this yourself without this stuff and you just do not have the same flushing power, which leaves a really bad residue even after you break the product up. So we got about 200 plus degree water coming out here. So this is looking really nice. So we're gonna move on to this section now where Tom's been scrubbing it now for the last about 10 minutes. We only want to have to do this once if possible, so we're good. A lot of slop. But we're getting it. We are getting it, and it's actually looking really nice. Really taking our time with this one. I got the heat cranked, so we are pretty much melting anything left on this floor away. The wand is quite hot. Like I probably need to get a glove. Alright, so we're on the home stretch. Tom's working on the last bit of section we have to do there. This is looking really good. We still have to go back and mop and do some touch-up corners. But yeah, so we're just working our way back. And I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like after we get it all mopped up. Alright guys, so we are just letting the floor dry up now. We got all the fans going on it. I'll show you kind of what the floor looks like right now. There are a couple areas to touch up. Maybe some corners and stuff like that you can't really see when it's wet. Overall, way better. Alright, so here's what we got. As you can see, it kind of just looks like normal tile, which is exactly what we were going for. It's still a little bit wet over here. That's just some mop water there. But like you can see that all of the scratches and stuff and everything are out of it. You can see by the door here where it was super splotchy, and now it's just kind of normal tile. So we're gonna let this dry up a little bit more. And then there are a few areas. Let me see if I can find an area that we missed. So little stuff like this.
See that right there? So there's a couple spots like that that didn't quite go away. They may have been thicker in that area or something else like that. So right now we have to go through, get all of that stuff. We'll buff this floor out, and then she'll be good to go. Overall, we tried to get it in one shot. It's really hard to get it in one shot, but the better you can get it, the better it is. So like in this corner here, let's see if you guys can see from this angle. There you go. Oop. So in this corner here again, a little bit here that we missed in that corner because the machine's hard to get right up against the wall. So this is all the kind of stuff we have to go and touch up. It's not terrible. There's maybe 5 or 6 areas like this, but as you can see, so much better.
1 hour later.
All right, guys, so we're just putting everything away before we seal this floor, but can't really show it to you after you seal it, but here we go. So as you can see, we're all set and done right now. How normal the floor looks. All the splotchiness and scratches are gone from it. Just kind of buffing our way out. Tom's making sure we don't have any issues in any of the corners. Seems like we're pretty good. Yep, no more streaks, scratches, all that kind of good stuff. So we are going to seal this floor now with our clear sealer, and that'll be it for today. It is Friday today, so we're super happy about that. Hope you guys are all doing good out there. Maybe I'll catch up with you guys at the office. Let's go. And we are back at the shop. About 3:30, not too bad of a day, still hot as heck, but not too shabby. Looks like Bill was here and may have done some rugs without us. So couldn't film that, but yeah, looks like he was here doing some rugs. This one looks nice, huh? This thing's pretty big. Feels nice though. So we gotta unload everything, pump this baby out, and that'll be it for today. And for this weekend, it is good. They were very happy with that floor, by the way. She left this big tip. Needless to say that she's been dealing with that floor now for like 6 months, and to get it done is totally worth it. So